Hey guys, welcome back to the shop and another episode of Saturday Night Special. I'm going to start this video off by showing you some more viewer appreciation mail that I received this week. I've got a few things here to show you, and I'm going to start off by this stuff right here on the left side that you'll see. These are some dividers for the Lista cabinet that I showed you in the last video. So these were sent to me by Chuck Bomarito. He's from the San Francisco Bay Area, somewhere out there. I can't remember where exactly it is, Chuck, but he's out there close to Tom Lipton, out in California. He seen my video and messaged me and said that he had a few dividers that I could have if I wanted them. And I told him, sure, send them on, because I definitely need some dividers. I don't have any for the Lista cabinet. And I've got two of the big drawers empty still, because I'm planning on putting all of my taper sink drills and reamers and hand reamers and shell reamers all in those drawers. So these dividers will help me keep some of those separated. So thanks very much, Chuck. I appreciate that. They will go to good use, and I appreciate that. Thanks for sending them to me. Alright, so I've got a few more things here to show you. I've also got a couple tools that I had bought this week. I went down to the flea market on Sunday and grabbed a couple things. I thought I would show you a couple of them. Try not to spend a lot of time on it, but I just wanted to show you a couple of the things that I found. And so anyway, I'm going to start with this package here. Alright, and this is from Gene Ray Foltz. Alright, I'm going to pull this out of the box, and you can probably tell what that is. So what he has done here is he has made me a knife, and a very nice knife, I should say. He made the knife and he made the sheath here. That's the knife there, and I'm going to give you a little close-up, and hopefully you can see on the blade there he's got my name engraved on it, Booth. And he put it on both sides. Booth is on there also. And it's just a very cool handmade knife. And I mean, when I opened this thing up, I was just like, wow, man. I mean, to think that somebody, made this for me it's just unbelievable. Did a fantastic job on it. And he's got a note in here. Here it is. Please accept this knife and sheath as a thank you for all the hours of videos I have enjoyed. As you can see, I am not a knife maker or a leather crafter, and this is only the third knife I have made. The blade is unhardened stainless steel, and the handles are Osage orange cut on my land, and the sheath is a chunk of leather that's been laying around here forever. Thank you. Gene Ray Foltz, also known as George 330 Full. F-U-L on the end there. So I believe that's his YouTube handle, and I'm not sure if you go by Gene or George, but you got Gene on here, so that's what I was calling you, as Gene. But this is just a very cool thing that Gene has made, and the wood come from his property that he cut and formed it up, and I can't thank you enough. I mean, this is just an awesome gift that somebody has handmade for me, and I'm gonna have this. This is something nice to have out here in the shop and to share with my friends, and whenever they come over. And I'm always showing my friends out here, the stuff that people have sent to me and made for me, and everybody enjoys picking the stuff up and looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. So Gene, thanks, man. This is a great knife. I mean, I think you did a great job. And there's the handmade sheath, and the knife fits it great. And there it is. So again, Gene, thanks, buddy. You did a great job, man. It looked great. So there's one item that somebody has made and sent to me right there. Wanted to share. All right, so I'm gonna move on to another one. and show you this. And this is from Chad Prince, and he is from San Antonio, Texas. Got a note here too. All right, check this out. Look at that. He does leather work also, and he made these. He made these for me and Elena. He's got one. There's the one with Elena's name on it, and hers is a red colored leather. And here's mine. He's got my name on mine also, and mine's black. You guys know I like the black. I like wearing black t-shirts, and got the black pickup. But these are just excellent. I opened that box up, and I seen the caps, and I pulled them out. I'm like, wow, man, this is a drink. This is a drink mug. But Chad, man, he done some excellent leather work on these things. He said it's all hand stitched, and you know he done all this himself. Oh, this side he's got his maker's mark embossed in the leather, and it says Chad Prince, maker. He's got a little crown symbol in there also. And just very nice quality, very cool, unique gift right here. I just love them. And he wrote me a note also, and he says, Adam, I hope this finds you well. Close are the 2 mugs that I make. It's a hand sewn leather wrap with an attached handle to fit around the mason jar. I am making these in 8, 12, and 16 ounce. They're great for coffee, tea, or your favorite beverage. I know it's not machinist related, but just a little appreciation gift to you for your YouTube videos. I would love to have half the talent you, Tom, Keith, etc. have. I also enclosed one for Atlanta so she wouldn't feel left out. Keep your chin up and your eyes forward. Chad Prince, San Antonio, Texas. Well, I did want to say that Elena has seen hers. Whenever I opened them up and I pulled them out and I seen her name on it, I went inside and I told her, I said, hey, you got some mail out here. So she came out and looked at it, and she was ecstatic. She loved it. She was just overwhelmed in joy that somebody made this for her and sent it to her. And she couldn't be out here right now because she had an event to go to for work. So she's already gone for that. Maybe I'll get a little clip to throw in the video somewhere for her of her drink mug. But Chad, thank you very much. It's very appreciated. I think they're excellent, and I'm definitely going to put it to use. Maybe you'll see it floating around the shop here in a little while. All right. So there's the 2 drink mugs, and all right, I will move on to another item here. All right, so we got another package from overseas. Stamp says Royal Mail on it, and this is from Mr. Paul Compton. He's in London, or I'm sorry, maybe not London. I know he's from England. Okay, but anyway, this is from him, and he sent me a little tool here, and I was going to say that he's the one that sent. I know Keith Finner and Tom Lipton those left-handed calipers. So that's Paul. He's got a great YouTube channel. Go check him out. Got lots of videos, and he's got a lot of stuff going on his channel too. So what he sent me here is you see it says Seco, and this is a parting and grooving blade. That side's got a little bit of that dried up oil on it, but trying not to get a glare there that you guys can see. But it's one of the parting and grooving blades for the like. All right, I got my. All right, here's my ISCAR parting tool block that I've already showed you in another video. I got it loose, so I'm gonna pull that blade out, and so at first glance they appear to be the same exact size. They have the same bevels machined on them. Okay, and we're going to take the Seco blade, and they fit the block perfect. All right, so it'll work. That's the same style blade. when I looked at it, I noticed that the the cutout here for the insert looked a little bit different, and come to find out that it is. This blade uses a different insert than the ISCAR blade here. The inserts are a little bit different size. I've got one little pack. I've got 2 of these inserts left in here, and I'll take one out. There's the insert, but it is a different size than the Seco style. So my parting inserts will not fit the Seco blade here. But I'm down to 2, so it won't be too long. I need to go ahead and get some more. So Paul, what I will probably do is go ahead and look this blade up and figure out the inserts to fit it, and I'll probably go ahead and get some of these inserts and put this blade to use for you, buddy. So hopefully you'll be able to see me use this in some of my videos in the future once I get some inserts for it. All right, so that's so again, that's from the blade here is from Paul Compton, and thank you very much, Paul. It's very appreciated, and I hope you see it in another video. Alright guys, moving on from all the viewer gifts here, I wanted to just spend a couple minutes here real quick, show you a couple things that I picked up at the flea market this week. And I really enjoy watching Tom whenever he shows off the things that he's been picking up, because it's not just grabbing a bunch of tools. It's like he's showing reasons why he's finding certain tools at the flea market and what they're used for in the machine shop. So as we've said before, we're always learning, and we're picking up tips and tricks from other guys and seeing stuff like that. You know, it's like, man, that makes a lot of sense. So, you know, I got a flea market right down the road here, and I like to go to every now and then. Right now it's perfect timing, the weather's great. So I went Sunday with my brother, we ate breakfast, and I snagged a couple things. So let me just pull them all out here. So the first thing, you see, is a full set of the boxed in wrench here. Now what I was looking for was this one right here. You got 3/4 on one side and 7/8 on the other. And Tom has made a good point about this, is that this is a good wrench to use on a milling machine, because the 3/4 will fit your drawbar nut, and you know, and your 7/8 fits all of your standard hold down hardware for, you know, the 1/2-13 flange nuts. So this is the one that I was looking for, and I came up and this guy had the full set laid out, and they're all excellent. There's no rust on them. And so I asked him, I was like, how much do you want for this one? Now we got helicopters flying around. So he told me, he says, well, I'll take $3 for this one. And I was like, I don't know. And he says, all right, well, give me $10 for the whole set of them. So I was like, you know, that's not a bad deal. I've got a few of these, but they're cheap, Chinese made. They're inexpensive tools. So these are made by Thorson, which is a good quality tool. So I thought $10 ain't bad. So I was sitting there pondering it. And then right next to these, you had this guy, this crescent wrench. And I picked it up and looked at it, and I instantly recognized the super adjustable name. This is a Williams. It's a Williams brand. Okay? And this is the USA made, nice, heavy duty, good, clean, still got, you know, 100 years left in it at least. So I was like, well, how much you want for the crescent wrench? And he said he'd take $20 for all of it. My brother was there next to me, and he's a dealer. You know, he knows how to bargain, guys. So he says, well, would you take 15 for all of it? And the guy's like, yeah, I'll take 15. So he took 15 for these, and then I found he had a lot of nice stuff there. And I was digging through his pliers, and I found these. These are Crescent brand, the small linesman pliers, and they're just in good shape. They're a useful tool to have in the box. So he took $3 for this one right here. So I gave him 3 for that. So that was all from that guy right there. So now I got a nice set of box-in wrenches with lots of different sizes, not just the 3/4 and 7/8. All right, so there's those there. I found another guy. I was digging through his stuff, and I found these little small shears. They need a little cleaning up. They got some rust on them, but they're still good and tight. The blades, I mean, I haven't cut anything with them, but I know that they'll cut some sheet metal with them. And so I don't have a set of this size right here. I've got some of the bigger ones, and I thought this would be a nice tool to add to the collection when you're trying to cut up some shim stock. These are excellent for that. And these are the I haven't even cleaned them yet, but I see Blue Point on here, which I think is a snap-on tool, line of tools. There's a snap-on, I think. But so I picked those up, and he took $3 for these. I thought it was worth it. I'm going to go over on the wire wheel and clean them up real good and oil them and put them in the box. Now I got a set of small shears. And the last thing that I picked up, I found was this Craftsman breaker bar, pull handle. They're called different things. I used to call them a pull handle, but it's a 3/8 drive, and I've never had a 3/8 drive. I've always had 1/2 inch drive. So I found this. It's got a little crud just stuck to the end of it right there, but it's like I said, it's a Craftsman, and that's another useful tool to add to the box right there when you need a little torque for a 3/8 drive system. And I think I gave them $2 for that right there. So that's my flea market finds for this week, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I've got some other things to throw in the video here. I've got kind of a mix for you. I've got some clips from some stuff I've done at work that I thought I would throw in this week, and some other stuff that's been going on here at the shop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks to everybody for all the gifts here, and we're going to move on to some other stuff. I hope you enjoy it. All right. Well, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, and I'm doing a little bit more moving. I brought one more item down here to the shop that I wanted to show you. This is our Coke machine from the old shop, and I'm getting ready to unload it, bring it inside, and I've got to fix the plug. The plug has got some frayed wire on it. Get that fixed and get it hooked up and start stocking it up. But this is something from our old shop that's been there since the beginning, and then we ended up putting it inside Dad's patio, and that's where it's been for a while. So I finally got her home, and I'm excited about getting it in the shop. So I'm going to finally have me a nice little beer cooler for the shop now. I also brought home a couple more things. I got some stands right here that you know, I wanted to keep, and I'll show you a couple more things. This is that Carroll dividing head that I showed in the other video when I was down there. These are all the gears and the you know, the index plates that go with it here. And there's those float lock drill press vices like Tom Lipton showed in his video. And these have been floating around the shop for a long time, and I never really was sure what they were used for. I just thought they were some kind of heavy duty C-clamp. And whenever I watched Tom demonstrate how they were used, it made perfect sense. But mine are missing the T-slot clamp that slide on each end here. But I wanted to go ahead and grab them and bring them down here, and I'll put them in my box down here with all my surplus stuff. And maybe one of these days I'll get them cleaned up and use them. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the Carroll yet, but it needs a good cleaning. It would be nice to use just as a simple indexing head, you know, like a dividing head. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm just going to hold on to this stuff. But anyway, there's a couple little updates to the shop. All right, so we're out here working on the old Coke machine, and this is my very good friend Fernando. He's a part of our family, and he works on AC systems, and he knows how to work on this kind of stuff. And I couldn't get it working earlier, and I knew there was a problem. I thought it was a bad cord on the back side, and it ended up being a little bit more than that. It was the wire going into the fan had actually just come apart, so the fan wasn't coming on, and it was shorting out. And Fernando came over here and started looking at it and helped me quickly figure out what the problem was. So he's doing some surgery on it now. You want to say hello to the YouTube world, man?
Hello, YouTube world. We're bringing life back to the family cool.
Yep. He's getting her taken care of, putting some new wiring in there, and he's already tested the compressor, and the compressor is running fine. We just got to get that fan running and just replace some of the old wiring in it. But he's fixing me up because this thing's been in the family for a long time. My granddad bought this Coke box for the shop back in the early 70s, and it was there for many years, and then we moved it to our other house in Pace, and then we moved it back to Dad's, and now it's here at my shop again. So Fernando's going to help me get her fixed up and running so we can stock this thing up with some cold drinks.
Beverage of your choice.
Yep. Yep. So that's a little update. Hopefully the next one's going to be it running and getting cold.
Pulling the cool one out.
Yep. Getting the cold beer out. All right. Well, I got my next machine in the shop installed and it's working. Got our old Coke machine working. My good friend Fernando came over today and helped me get it fixed. It had some wiring issues that had to be tended to. So we went into the compressor, pulled it out, and found some bad wiring. The insulation was rotted off and was causing some shorting. So he helped me get it all fixed up and it's going again. So I finally got me a nice cooler in the shop. And I guess you call it a beer cooler, but you know, this is something that's been in our family for a long time, ever since my granddad bought it. And I'm glad that we still have it, and I've been looking forward to the day that I could bring it down here and put it in my shop, and I enjoy having it. So it's just something fun to have in the shop, you know. So I've got her stocked up. I just came back and I bought some Cokes and some beer and some water, and I'll give you guys a shot. One of the problems now on this machine, you see the rusting going on. This hinge right here along this area has come apart, so you can't use the door. I mean, you can open it up, but I tell people don't do that, and I'm going to put me some more tape across here so you don't pull that door. So the way you do this is that you just open up here and you open it up just like so. And I've got her stocked with your poison of choice, but I do have some water in there too. You know, the beer's for the weekends when I'm not working, and I've got Cokes and stuff like that. So it's this thing's always worked really good, and like I said, I'm just happy to have it, and it looks good in the shop too. So that's just I wanted to share it out with everybody that watches my videos. Finally got my Coke machine down here and got it working. Show them what you got here.
This is a knife that was made by one of Adam's friends from Ohio. Ohio.
Gene Ray Fools.
And he's not a knife maker or a leather crafter, but he made this, and he's got booth on this side and also booth on that side, and then he also made this. He calls it a sheath.
Absolutely.
For the knife to go in. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so impressed with all of Adam's friends that he has made throughout the world. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, it is.
So mom and Fernando came over to visit, and I was showing her the
Have a beer.
and have a beer out of the Coke machine that Fernando fixed.
Yeah, we did that today. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And I showed her some of my. Oh look, they haven't seen that. Hold it up.
A-bomb.
Gotta hold it up.
Oh,
A-bomb shop. And actually, I would like to say that years ago, back in the 80s, this used to be my woodworking shop.
It was.
I did a lot of.
Let me put this down a little bit so they can see you.
Go ahead, all right.
There you go.
This used to be my woodworking shop that I did a lot of wood crafts with, and I had it full of woodworking machines. You can see how big it is, and I used to work out here 7 days a week, almost 24/7 it seemed like.
What did you make?
I made woodworking. I made wood crafts,
Ducks and
lots of ducks and shelves and little tables.
Country crafts.
Country crafts that was very popular back in the mid to later 80s. So anyway.
Yep. Y'all used to have all kinds of woodworking. You had band saws and scroll saws and routers and
piles of wood.
Remember that big belt sander sitting over by the door?
82-inch belt sander that Adam still has in his shop today. Is not 82-inch or what?
It's it is. I think it's called the Big Boy 80. 80.
Wow.
That was mine back in the day.
And where it's sitting over there is where it used to always
sit.
I put it right back
there at the door.
in the same spot.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because Dad ended up having to put a, I don't know what it is, a 40 or 50 amp breaker in that box because that damn motor draws so much juice that it would trip the other breaker.
Yeah. And then the pile of wood used to lay right here. The bandsaw used to be over here. The router was way back there on the table.
Mm-hmm.
We had all kind of stuff out here. We used to do all of the shows, the Sausage Festival in Alberta, the Strawberry Festival in Robertsdale, the Sea Oats Festival.
We used to go all over the place doing woodworking stuff.
We did shows at Blueberry Festival in Bruton. We did all kinds of shows. We did.
Well, you're still on camera there. You're still talking to them, so here's another little tiny hammer that Mr. James Green sent to me. Look at that.
Cute. Okay, so where's my little hammer that I want that the other friend?
You got to ask Gil.
Gil.
Ask him.
Okay, Gil is one. Okay, I want.
So here's the one.
Little hammer like
here's
that.
the one that Gil made.
I want a little hammer, Gil.
Okay.
Because, like Adam, I love my tools, and you can ask anybody. I love my tools. I have my own tool bags.
Yeah.
All my own stuff. If the kids come to the house and they need a tool, Mama's got it.
Yeah. And we're actually going to take my old Craftsman toolbox, and you're going to...
Oh, that's right. Taking it and putting it in my garage so that I can
think,
have easy access to my tools instead of a bag.
I think whenever I bought that, you were with me. We went to Sears and bought that little toolbox when I was 16.
Oh, yeah,
So I got my new toolbox now that Gil gave me.
Oh my gosh, that's the one.
Yep, that's it.
Nice.
So I ain't got room for the little Craftsman anymore, so we're going to take that to Mom's house.
Yeah.
Use that over there.
I'm going to put it right there where your sewing machine
is.
And y'all are going to get one of these days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it right over there where the two sewing machines are at.
Nice.
Yeah. Because right now I've got everything in one of those tool bags from Harbor Freight. And every time you get something, you got to dig. And with this, I won't have to.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming to beer with me. So,
you're
since
welcome.
we haven't actually formally introduced, this is my mother, Rita. She came to drink a beer with me.
Oh yeah, because Mom loves her beer.
And she likes a beer, and we like having a drink every now and then.
Yes we do.
Elena's over here hanging out too, but she's not in camera right now.
Hey, she's the producer.
Hi.
She's in the background. Okay.
All right, we're gonna go drink another beer.
Okay, y'all have fun.
See ya.
Thank you for loving my son. Cheers.
All right.